What's up, everyone? Before we start, we just want to let you know about our awesome giveaway at the end of the month, where we'll be giving away $500 cash to 3 lucky subscribers. Consider this our way of giving back to you, the fans of TPS who helped to make this all possible. To be entered into the contest, all you need to do is subscribe and have your notifications on. And you've got to be commenting on our videos regularly throughout the month. So make sure you hit that bell along with liking and commenting on our videos. If you're already subscribed and have notifications on, then all you need to do is like and comment. And you'll be automatically entered into the random draw. Good luck. The Super Bowl has held a special place in our living rooms for over 5 centuries now. But behind the scenes, there's more than meets the eye. Be it a strange locker room moment, an off-the-field incident involving a player, or something out of the ordinary. There are plenty of strange and wacky Super Bowl stories that the NFL would probably like you to forget about. Here are 10 of those stories. Number 10. Ruining the dreams of 400 fans. Super Bowl 45 between the Green Bay Packers and Pittsburgh Steelers took place at AT&T Stadium, home of the Dallas Cowboys, in Arlington, Texas. As the league prepared for a record-setting Super Bowl attendance, they realized just hours before kickoff that the temporary seats weren't ready for about 1,250 fans. In a statement, the NFL said that the seats were unusable, citing, quote, incomplete installation. Though officials were able to find seats for 850 of the 1,250 fans, the other 400 were left with no seats for Super Bowl 45. Those fans were given the option to watch the game at a club behind the Pittsburgh Steelers bench or in a standing room platform. The league gave those fans free food, drinks, and merchandise, and they offered to refund the ticket holders $2,400, triple the face value of the $800 tickets. Still, it was a tremendous disappointment for those many fans who paid good money for a once-in-a-lifetime adventure, and they didn't get to witness it because of a simple lack of preparation by league and stadium officials. Oh, and Super Bowl 45 did not set an attendance record. They welcomed a total of 103,219 fans, which was just short of the record 103,985 spectators who attended Super Bowl 14 at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California. Number 9. Bill Belichick cuts Taekwon Underwood one day before Super Bowl. Legendary New England Patriots head coach Bill Belichick is the ultimate guru of, well, not letting personal emotions and sentiments take over his decision-making. He is always about doing what he believes is best for business. During the 2011 season, Belichick would cut and release former Jacksonville Jaguars wide receiver Taekwon Underwood on numerous occasions. Underwood played 6 regular season games with the Patriots, catching 3 passes for 30 yards. One day before Super Bowl 46 against the New York Giants, however, Belichick decided to release Underwood. Like, think about that. Here's Underwood getting ready for the grandest stage of football, about to play in the game he always dreamed of participating in. And Belichick just couldn't hold on to him for 24 more hours. With Underwood getting released, Alex Silvestro was brought up from the practice squad. Underwood handled the entire ordeal with class and complimented Belichick for doing what is best for the team. The Giants went on to win the Super Bowl by a final score of 21-17. 2 days after the game, Belichick wound up re-signing Underwood, only to release him again soon after. Number 8. Tom Brady's Super Bowl 51 jersey goes missing. After Tom Brady led the New England Patriots to a thrilling comeback victory over the Atlanta Falcons in Super Bowl 51, he made a strange discovery in the locker room. His game-worn jersey wasn't in his bag. Inexplicably, it was missing. The FBI and Houston police quickly went to work in trying to find the jersey. Houston police put a $500,000 value on Brady's game-worn jersey. Less than 2 months later, authorities located it in Mexico. They discovered that a man named Marico Ortega had Brady's jersey. He was a credentialed member for the Super Bowl. Ortega worked for the La Prensa in Mexico, though he announced his resignation after police found Brady's jersey. Ortega also handed over a Brady jersey from Super Bowl 49, as well as what was believed to be Von Miller's helmet from Super Bowl 50. Brady expressed his gratitude to authorities for covering the priceless pieces of NFL history. Number 7. Max McGees' Super Bowl hangover. The first ever Super Bowl was played between Vince Lombardi's Green Bay Packers and Hank Stram's Kansas City Chiefs at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. One player that wasn't expecting to see much action that game was Packers wide receiver Max McGee. He had only caught 4 passes for 91 yards and a touchdown all season long. So rather than focus on the game the night before, McGee hit the town, broke curfew, and partied till the wee hours of the morning. The next day, before the game, he told starting wideout Boyd Dowler, "I hope you don't get hurt. I'm not in very good shape." Of course, he was referring to his massive hangover. Heck, McGee even left his helmet in the locker room, believing he wasn't going to play a single snap. Well, wouldn't you know it, Dollar was forced to leave the game on the Packers' second drive after suffering a right shoulder injury. McGee grabbed a teammate's helmet and took to the field. What followed was a football milestone. The first ever Super Bowl touchdown, and McGee did it in highlight reel fashion. Almost every professional athlete will advise against playing while hungover. McGee was a special exception to this rule. While not at 100%, he played an instrumental role in the Packers' 35-10 victory, recording 7 receptions for 138 yards and 2 touchdowns. Number 6. Steelers fan joins the locker room celebration. Super Bowl 13 between the historic Dallas Cowboys and Pittsburgh Steelers franchises turned out to be one of the greatest games in NFL history. Terry Bradshaw and Roger Staubach traded blow for blow, while coaching icons Chuck Noll and Tom Landry tried to outdo the other in a classic chess match. The Steelers emerged victorious by a final score of 35-31 to capture their 3rd Super Bowl of the decade, thus cementing their dynasty status. More than 3 decades after that Super Bowl classic, Steve Sabol of NFL Films shared an interesting tale regarding the post-game celebration in the Steelers locker room in an interview with the LA Times. Sabol noticed an unidentified man come out of the locker room shower. The person then started to answer questions from reporters before they finally realized that he wasn't actually one of the Steelers players. Acting as if nothing odd had happened, the man dressed himself up again and left the locker room. Sabol said he was a pasty white little bald guy, but his identity was never revealed. One can only wonder how this fan managed to sneak into the locker room and enjoy those few moments of fame with the Super Bowl champs. Number 5. San Francisco 49ers almost missed Super Bowl 16 kickoff. The Joe Montana and Bill Walsh-led 49ers almost missed the kickoff for Super Bowl 16 against the Cincinnati Bengals at the Pontiac Silverdome. The commute wouldn't be a routine one, however. Snow fell upon the city of Detroit, and Vice President George Bush was on his way to the game. Bush's motorcade caused a delay in traffic. Walsh and Montana were on one of the buses that got stuck in the traffic jam, and they only got to the Silverdome 90 minutes before kickoff. Can you imagine if these guys showed up late for the big game? In order to calm the bus occupants down, Walsh went on the PA and told his players the game had started, but they were up 7-0 thanks to a TD pass from equipment manager Chico Norton to 49ers employee George Cosmo. The 49ers ended up winning a close game 26-21, and we believe no Super Bowl participant ever had to stress about showing up late to the big game ever again. Number 4. Eugene Robinson arrested one day before the Super Bowl. 2 years after winning a Super Bowl 31 ring with the Green Bay Packers, 3-time Pro Bowl safety Eugene Robinson was looking to win another with the Atlanta Falcons. They faced the tall task of taking down John Elway's Denver Broncos, who were the defending champions. The Falcons obviously needed Robinson, a Pro Bowler that year, to bring his A-game. Unfortunately, Robinson endured a humiliating arrest the night before Super Bowl 33. Robinson was arrested for soliciting a prostitute who was actually an undercover police officer. He was released and able to play in the game, but Robinson was a major liability in that contest. He allowed an 80-yard touchdown to Rod Smith and missed a key tackle on Terrell Davis during a long running play. The Broncos won that game 34-19. Ironically, Robinson was awarded the Bart Starr Award, given annually to the player who best exemplifies outstanding character and leadership in the home, on the field, and in the community. Robinson agreed to return the reward after his arrest. Number 3. Barrett Robbins forced to miss Super Bowl 37. Veteran center Barrett Robbins had a career year for the Oakland Raiders in 2002. He earned Pro Bowl and first-team All-Pro nods, helping quarterback Rich Gannon win the NFL MVP award after throwing for 4,689 yards and 26 touchdowns. Sadly, Robbins didn't get to suit up in the biggest game of his career, Super Bowl 37, when the Raiders met old friend John Gruden in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Robbins was nowhere to be found the day before the Super Bowl. He eventually showed up at the team hotel, but head coach Bill Callahan was concerned about Robbins' incoherent behavior. So, Callahan benched him for Super Bowl 37, and Robbins was told to spend the night at the hotel with the players' families. Robbins, who was diagnosed with depression and bipolar disorder, reportedly didn't take his medication that day. Adam True took over as the starting center, and the Raiders lost big time by a final score of 48-21. According to Robbins' wife Marissa, he went to celebrate at one point in Tijuana, Mexico. believing the Raiders had already beaten Tampa in the Super Bowl. Robbins spent one more season with the Raiders, but he was released after being linked to steroids. Robinson was out of the NFL by 2004, but sadly he had several more legal troubles in his post-playing career. Honestly, just a really sad story. Number 2. The Spygate Scandal. The New England Patriots were caught illegally videotaping the New York Jets' defensive signals from the sidelines during their Week 1 2007 game. The incident was referred to as Spygate, and the NFL launched an investigation into the matter. Commissioner Roger Goodell handed out a harsh punishment to the Patriots. They lost their 2008 first-round pick and were fined $250,000. Bill Belichick himself was given a massive $500,000 fine. This led to reports and widespread belief across the NFL that the Patriots had been cheating some years earlier, causing many to put asterisks across their first dynasty. The Boston Herald ran a story that claimed a Patriots staffer illegally videotaped the St. Louis Rams walkthrough practices prior to Super Bowl 36. The incident made the Patriots the NFL's ultimate villains, and it caused many to question the legitimacy of their first 3 Super Bowl rings. In 2015, ESPN ran an article that detailed the Spygate and Deflategate scandals, which suggested that the cheating had indeed taken place well before 2007. Talking to more than 90 different NFL coaches, executives, officials, Patriots players, and staffers, the report stated that the Patriots had been videotaping other teams throughout their first dynasty. There's also a theory that Goodell smashed the Spygate tapes in order to protect the image of the NFL and the Patriots, the league's golden franchise. Number 1. The Super Bowl Blackout. There was no shortage of compelling storylines for Super Bowl 47 between the San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens. This was a battle of the Harbaugh brothers, Jim of the 49ers and John of the Ravens. It was also the final NFL game of 2 Hall of Famers, Ravens linebacker Ray Lewis and 49ers wide receiver Randy Moss, who ended a 1-year retirement for one last chance at a Super Bowl. The game looked poised to end in a lopsided affair, as the Ravens had a 28-6 victory early in the third quarter. And as long as the Super Bowl halftime show was, it was clear that the 49ers needed another break of some sort. Well, they got it all right. More specifically, a 34-minute power outage at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. When the power finally came back on, the 49ers began to rally, scoring 17 unanswered points to cut the lead to 5. The Ravens would hold off the rally in the fourth quarter with a goal line stand for the ages, prevailing by a final score of 34-31. Yes, the game turned out to be an all-time classic and all, but the blackout was an embarrassing mark on the NFL, and it led to some conspiracy theories from Lewis and Terrell Suggs, both of whom believed that the league purposely kept the power to help swing the momentum in the Niners' favor. Here's what the former said, per Nate Davis of USA Today. "I'm not gonna accuse nobody of nothing, because I don't know facts. But you're a zillion-dollar company and your lights go out? No. No way." As for Suggs, he blamed Roger Goodell for the blackout during an interview with ESPN E60. I was like, Vegas parlor tricks. You know what I mean? I was like, Roger Goodell, he never stops. He always has something up his sleeve. He just couldn't let us have this one in a landslide, huh? I thought he had a hand in it, most definitely. He had a hand in it. Man, could you imagine if the 49ers came back to win that game? Conspiracy theories galore. But hey, what other wild Super Bowl stories should we have included on our list? Join us in the comment section below. If you liked this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps out a ton. And hey, we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to TPS though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.